80 million trees fell in seconds, and nobody was there to see it. On June 30th, 1908, something invisible hit Siberia. Not a meteor, not a bomb. Something that flattened forests across an area larger than Rhode Island and left almost no crater. For over a century, scientists have argued about what actually happened. But the real story isn't about what hit the ground. It's about what we can't see. Let's count down the 5 most plausible explanations for the Tunguska event, each one more startling than the last. We'll start with the least catastrophic and work toward the hypothesis that rewrites how we think about planetary defense. #5 Comet Collision. A relatively small icy comet, maybe 200 meters across, entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded above the forest floor. No impact crater because it vaporized before landing. Clean, simple, testable. The problem: comet debris should have been found in ice cores and tree rings. Scientists found almost nothing. So if it was a comet, it was the quietest one on record. #4 Asteroid Airburst. A solid rock, roughly 60 meters wide, screams through the upper atmosphere and detonates midair from pressure alone. No crater, just a wall of heat and shock that incinerates everything below. Still plausible, still terrifying, but here's where it gets interesting. If that airburst happened over a populated city instead of empty forest, we'd be talking about tens of thousands dead. Yet the event was so remote, so invisible to the world, that news didn't reach Europe for weeks. #3 Stony Meteorite. A standard space rock, dense and direct, strikes hard, creates the blast we see. Except no substantial crater was ever found, and the energy required to flatten 80 million trees would have left a scar visible for centuries. Witnesses reported the explosion occurred at dawn, around 7 a.m. local time. The blast radius was so massive that reindeer herds 40 miles away were incinerated. But the impact zone, eerily, almost eerily clean. #2 Methane Explosion. A pocket of methane gas trapped beneath permafrost suddenly releases, igniting from friction or lightning. The explosion vaporizes upward. The ground stays mostly intact. It's wild, it's possible, and it's happened before, just never at this scale. But methane explosions tend to leave chemical signatures. Soil samples from Tunguska showed no unusual methane residue. Another theory cracking under pressure. #1 Airburst from a small asteroid. This is the consensus now. A 60 to 80 meter iron or stone asteroid enters Earth's atmosphere at 45,000 miles per hour. Friction heats it, pressure crushes it, and roughly 6 to 10 kilometers above the forest, it detonates. The energy release: scientists estimate 10 to 15 megatons of TNT. That's 1,000 times more powerful than the atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima. In a fraction of a second, the shock wave expands outward at supersonic speed, snapping trees like toothpicks and flattening everything in its path. What makes this the strongest candidate? The physics work. The lack of a crater makes sense. The radial treefall pattern matches computer models of airbursts perfectly. And here's the gut check. This same event, occurring over London or Tokyo, would have killed millions. Tunguska was luck. Pure, dumb luck. A city-killer asteroid hit one of the most remote, sparsely populated regions on Earth. And because of that accident of geography, we're still here to talk about it. Today, NASA monitors near-Earth objects. We have early warning systems. We've learned that invisibility isn't safety. It's only a delay before the next one arrives. Tunguska taught us that catastrophe doesn't announce itself. It just happens. And we were nowhere near ready. The real horror of Tunguska isn't that it happened. It's that it could happen again tomorrow, and we might not see it coming until it's too late. Subscribe. We're unpacking unsolved cosmic events every week.